in any way like NIMBY-ish. They were, but they had, their concerns, and they would talk about how, oh yeah, the mission housing moratorium was the stupidest thing ever, it should never have done, but here are the 5 reasons why this doesn't make sense at this particular site, and we get that over and over again. And how I talk to people is, it doesn't always satisfy them. Talk about, the facts about where we are, and I always I love starting the community meetings by raise your hand if your kid's going to be able to live in your neighborhood. I mean, it does actually sort of change the energy in the room a little bit, and I think if people feel like they can be involved, that helps. And SB35, in some sense, some people will say it reduces involvement because you're no longer going to have endless appeals and hearings, but it does still provide space for public design review, for public hearing, for notice. It doesn't, it's different, but I think if you can involve people in that level, it helps. But I don't want to shine anyone on. I think any time you're talking about changing the balance in terms of how these decisions are made, it does have, it creates tension, absolutely. I do think that there are a lot of communities that have never done community planning, and this bill does not prevent that in terms of doing area plans and having that kind of process where people say, where do we want development to happen? Where do we want it to be focused? Where should we have some taller construction, or where should it be shorter? And I think it would be great for the state to help financially communities that don't have their own finances to do that kind of process, to help more communities engage in that. Let's come up with objective design standards so that developers know, here's the design handbook. It tells you what's okay and what's not okay, so people know going in how they should be designing. And so it's objective, it's not just arbitrary. And I do think the state should be providing financial resources for the communities that can't afford to pay for that on their own.